This class is called px underscore last name, first name underscore sum. So I just want you to put last name and don't do first name. The class name has to match the file name. If it doesn't, it gets an error. So for us to run this from java.exe, we need a main, and our main is going to be the same from program to program unless we're going to instantiate a class. But if we're going to use this as the class that runs, so it's going to be public static void main string, a one-dimensional array string, and then args, which is the variable. So public means that any Java client can access this. Well, actually, since it's main, only the Java exe can access it. But you have to have the public or it won't see it. Static means it's not an object. Void means it's not going to return anything. Inside the parentheses are the arguments. And as I said earlier, string. And those two square brackets means it's an array. So it's a one-dimensional array. args, which is just the variable. Then I've got system.out.println. And println basically prints the existing line, literal, call value a:1, double quote, and advances to the new line. But I've got some plus signs here, and they're referred to as concatenation symbols. So I would say this, if I was explaining it to me, I would say I'm going to print call value a:1 concatenated to the next literal, which starts with the double quote, asterisk, 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 call value b1 or colon b1. Then I've got the concatenation symbol with another literal, double quote, asterisk, 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 call value c colon 1, double quotes. The double quotes won't show when it prints. So then I go to the next line and it says systemout.println, the method mathSum result. So I'm going to call, I've got that plus sign there, which is concatenation. If you have trouble saying concatenation, just slow it down. Just say concatenation. I struggled with it myself. And then it calls mathSum, and the arguments are 1, 1, 1. So I've got hard-coded in here as opposed to passing parameters. But just by looking at these, I know these are integers. So the receiving program, mathSum, are going to have all ints. Int A, int B, int C. So I'm going to check right here, and let's point out some things about this method mathSum. It's private, so that means it can only be run from within this program. Static means it has not been instantiated, which means it's not an object. Int is the return type. So I've got int here. You'll notice that I've got several return statements here. So the return statements, the calculation right here is going to result in a number, an integer number. And when I say return, it has to have int here, so it returns it back to the calling program here, and then it's going to print it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see if A equals B, that means they're equivalent, B, and B equals C. Well, A is 1 and B is 1, so A does equal B, and does B equal C? Well, I know that C is 1, so 1 equals 1. So then I'm going to print out the statement first if. Then I'm going to calculate, I'm going to say return A plus B plus C. So that'd be 1 plus 1 plus 1 times 3, which gives me a 9. So the first one, my first call is going to send back a value of 9. So it won't go any further. So once you hit a return, you go back. Then I print a blank line. Then I do another system.out.print. And then I have a literal call value colon 1 concatenated to another literal, asterisk, 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 space, call, space, value, B:1. Then it's concatenated to another literal. Remember, literals are what's between double quotes. Asterisk, 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 call value C:2. So I've got 1, 1, and 2. My next print statement, you can't have just a regular print, which means it will not advance to the next line. It's going to be called method, the literal's method, math sum result. Concatenated to math sum 1, 1, 2. So let's go down here. So I'm going to pass integer 1, 1, 2. So I check the first if A equals B, and in this particular case it does, and B equals C. Well, B is 1 and C is 2. So it doesn't equal. So it fails this. So then I come down here. Does A equals B? Yes. Or does B equal C? Well, that's false. But we know that from the OR statement, anything that's true, it's going to result in a true. Then it's going to go down to this line, system.out print ln, and it's going to print second if. So it's going to print this literal, the thing that between these double quotes, print it out. Then it's going to calculate. Then we're going to return it. So we've got A plus B plus C. So I've got 1 plus 1 plus 2. That comes out to 4 times 2, which is 8. So when it prints back up here, it's going to print out 8. So I come down to the next system out.println. And your numbers that you will have will probably be different than the ones that I'm explaining here, but this is just giving you the way the program works. So I've got a literal call value A:3 concatenated to asterisk, 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 call value B:2, concatenated asterisk, 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 space, call, space, value, space, C:1. Then I print out the literal method math sum result, concatenated to math sum 3, 2, 1. So I come down here and my values is A is 3, B is 2, and C is 3. So I first check here, does A equal B? And the answer is no. 3 does not equal 2. So then I drop down to here. Does A equal B? No, it doesn't equal B. Or does B equal C? No, because remember it was 3, 2, 1. If you look up here, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So both of these are false. Then I check, is A greater than B? So is A, which is 3, greater than B? And the answer is yes, it is. So then I print out third if, the literal. And then I take A plus B plus C. So I've got 3 plus 2, which is 5, plus 1, which is 6, times 4, which is 24. So when this returns, it's going to have a value of 24 right there. So the next one is, you notice it's going to be a repeating pattern here. Thing between these double quotes is called a literal. So it's going to print call value A:, space 1, concatenated to asterisk, 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 call value B:, 2, concatenated, asterisk, 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 call value C:, space 3. And then I'm going to print another line, method math call sum, and I am going to pass these 3 arguments, 1, 2, and 3, to the method math sum. Let's go down here. So this is going to be 1, 2, or 3. Down here it's called the parameters. Then I check here, does A equal B? And the answer is no. And we know, based on short circuiting, anytime you encounter a first false with an and, everything after that's going to be false, so it doesn't matter. So the next one is if A equals B. Well, 1 does not equal 2, and 2 does not equal 3. So both of these are false. My next if is A greater than B? Well, 1 is not greater than 2. Can't run this. Then I just drop down and I just print other, and then I add A plus B plus C. So my call, let's go back up here and look, is 1, 2, 3. Then I take 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 3, which is 6. Good luck explaining this to me. Make sure that you code it and you get it to work successfully in your Eclipse. Do not forget that you need to add a package to this. Good luck.